Johnny, it's been a productive week. You've had, of course, progress in 2 competitions. The vast majority of the squad have played at the stadium. We've been creating chances and we've been scoring chances as well.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good week for us, really positive. Said at the start of the week that we had a different challenge for us, playing in 2 different competitions, and we wanted the outcomes that we ended up getting. We wanted to go through in both, obviously in the FA Cup, to get ourselves in the second round, and we knew we had an opportunity in the EFL Trophy that if we won the game, that we was through to the knockouts with a game to spare. So we've come through both of them, and the challenge was 3 home games, 3 different competitions. Can we make it 3 out of 3 for the week? So that's what we're focusing on now. Two down, done really well in those 2, and obviously tomorrow we want to try and back that up now in the league as well.
And for those, of course, who've been playing in the FA Cup and the trophy games as well, it's so important because it's their opportunity to stake a claim for first team place, and they've been doing just that. Yeah,
and we say this all the time to the lads, that there will be opportunities. So I think it's really important in these types of competitions that they do get those opportunities that they've almost been promised. Otherwise, it falls on deaf ears, and they're going to wonder where games might come from. So the thing is, we put 2 really strong teams out in both competitions, which was nice. That I put teams out that I felt could get the job done. But it also allowed us to make a few changes, a few little rotations, and pretty much everyone who's fit has got their game time amongst those 2 games.
With the news, of course, that next weekend's game has been called off due to international call-ups, does tomorrow's game take on extra significance because we won't play again for another fortnight till Notts County?
We won't have a game in the league for 2 weeks. It's another game that we want to try and win. I think that's important that we get back to winning ways in the league and finish that week off that I'm talking about with 3 home wins. That would be really good, and that would give us a better feeling going into a 2-week gap without a league game for sure. But I don't think it takes on any greater significance. We have to try and win all of our games. Sandwiched between this game and the next league game, we've got the last EFL game. So after Saturday we'll turn to that. But yeah, it's an important game that we want to really have a go at and try and finish off that perfect week.
Team news: how's Ryan Johnson?
Yeah, John's he's done a little bit sort of back end of the week, so he hasn't done a load of training, and he had that knock from the previous league game, so be a late call on Jonah, see how he comes through it and see what way we want to go with it. But yeah, hopefully we can get him involved.
Harry Pell
unlikely to be involved because he's just struggling a little bit with an issue at the moment. It's not overly serious, but it's just a grumbly one that just needs resolving. So yeah, Harry will miss out on that one.
James Ball had to come off in midweek. How's he doing?
Yeah, touch and go again with Bally. Come off on Tuesday, really sore toe that we've X-rayed. It looks like he's going to be given the all clear. So it'll just be about the pain. He was in too much pain on Tuesday to get through it, unfortunately. And knowing Bally, that would have been something that was really causing him an issue for him to come off. So again, we'll late call on Bally, see if he's able to come through the session. Then we'll look to involve him.
Everyone else in contention?
Yeah. Everyone's in good form. Everyone wants to play. We've got good, again, decisions to make about who starts, who's on the bench, who gets left out. That's where we're at the minute as a squad. Big competition, big squad, lots of quality. So tough decisions for me, but obviously that's the nature of the game.
Doncaster, of course, come to us 17th in the table. Do you pay much attention to the table at the moment?
Not too much. I know Grant and Cliff really well. I know how they operate. I know that they'll have their team well drilled. Had some great games against those guys in the past. Some real hard fought contests. And one thing is with their teams is they're always up for it. So we're expecting a tough one. Regardless of where they are in the table, I know they'll be well organised. They're looking to get after teams, be really front foot with what they're doing. Be proactive. So we're in a proper game. We know that. We fancy ourselves. Obviously, whoever we play at home, especially on our patch, we want to imprint our style onto the game. But they've got things that can cause problems, and we've worked on that during the week. We'll speak about how we can exploit them as well. But yeah, knowing those guys, Grant and Cliff, I know we'll be in for a proper game tomorrow.
One final thing as well, just to touch upon. Don's fans, I think, will be really pleased with how the summer transfer window went for us. Are you starting to sort of lay the foundations for work for January?
Yeah, I mean, that started the minute the window closed in the summer. So constantly looking, reassessing, looking at our squad, looking what's out there, looking at the market, making your lists that we update regularly. You know, once a week we're having recruitment meetings, and that'll probably ramp up now. Now we're in sort of November, December time. We need to be ready to strike. You know, not on the 31st of Jan, on 1st of Jan, if need be. And like I've said all along, it's important that, you know, as much as we talk about who we might add, it's about not losing as well, and coming out of that window stronger than we go into it.
And in particular, we've learned a lot of lessons from last January. Yeah,
last January, the previous January to that, I think that looked at how Wimbledon came out of those windows weaker, I think, and certainly, you know, in my experience, the 1 January window I had here, we got dealt a few hammer blows, didn't we? So there's some things that we didn't necessarily foresee. Some of it certainly out of our hands. Some of it, perhaps looking back, is there things that we could have done different, and that's what we tried to do this time around. So certain situations again will always be dictated to by other powers and will be out of our hands. But I think I've been really clear in the way that I want to go about it. And, you know, we built a really good squad here, and we're keen that we don't lose any of those guys. And if there's opportunity to do anything as far as incomings and stuff like that, we'll look at it. But I think we've got a really good squad that we need to. The real focus needs to be on keeping that together.
Brilliant. Best of luck tomorrow, Johnny.
Cheers, Rob.